Welcome to my channel, Save Infinity. In this one video, I just wanted to do a quick Rose Oracle reading. So if this has found you, I do believe that the reading is for you, but always use your own discernment and take what resonates and leave the rest. And it is a timeless reading, so I trust that when it's found you, the message is the right time for you. Okay, let's see what messages the Rose Oracle has to come through for you today. What messages with the Rose? Oh, okay, we've got that one, and we'll pull one more here for the collective. Okay. Okay, so the first card we have is the Crowning. Initiation, thresholds, birth, rebirth, a seat at the table. Okay, so that's a wonderfully strong card to come through for you. So this card is pointing to like a new rebirth, of life that you're entering into, the bud of the flower starting to bloom, a baby, literally crowning from a mother's womb about to be born. And so this process may seem a little daunting for you. You may be going through a bit of a spiritual initiation, or just, going through some dramatic, massive changes in your life as you manifest into a new reality. But to not fear, and to stay in the power of love, and to really surrender to the process, surrender to the changes, and taking strength in the inner wisdom that you have within yourself that will be able to guide you, that inner strength and inner power that will guide you through that birthing process as you become initiated into this new realm of being for yourself, which is a really exciting card to come out. It sounds like you're about to embark on a new exciting journey, and as with all birthing processes, it can be a little stressful, a little constraining, a little bumpy, but knowing that that's just part of the process, and is really about birthing this new wonderful chapter into your life, which is really exciting. Then we have the bud, a potential promise. It's about to happen. Keep going. Which really draws into here in the crowning of, showing that you are currently in this bud stage, but you are crowning, and you are about to bloom. So, keep going. Keep going, and knowing that you are about to bloom, really taking strength to know whatever it is that you've been working on or manifesting towards, or whatever, taking the strength and the guidance that you've found within this bud phase, knowing that the dreams and the hopes and the goals and what have you that you've been working towards in this bud phase are no longer just a dream or an imagination or a wish, that they really are about to happen, and that all those dreams and work you've been putting in towards a certain goal or what have you really are the potential and promise for what's about to bloom for you through this crowning process that you're about to enter into. So almost as you're going from the bud blooming into this flower, this beautiful, wonderful new flower, knowing that you are about to enter into this crowning phase, the painful birth process is about to begin, but knowing that it is very exciting, and all the potential that you've grown for yourself during this bud phase really is going to await for you on the other side of this crowning birthing process, which is super magical and exciting. And then the third card here, we have open, say yes, expand through the extremes, trust life. Okay, so this card's, really, really encouraging you to say yes to life and expand through the extremes. So as you know, you are going through this, what can be a really painful birthing process, to really keep your heart open to any of the challenges that may arise, any painful moments that may arise, keeping your heart open and staying in that state of love as opposed to fear, and really, relishing in the beauty of the process that is unfolding around you. Just as birth itself can be a really painful, traumatic experience, there is also so much beauty and joy to be found within that process as you're bringing a new life into the world. Is just an exact, sort of wonderful like analogy for this own birthing process that you are going through. Even, keeping the foresight for the promise and potential that's on the other side of the birthing process, but also keeping your heart open through that process, and continuing on with an open heart, not becoming closed off through the initiation that you may be going through or about to embark on. Any hard times and challenges that may arise through this initiation, to not allow your heart to become closed off and allowing yourself to become, bitter to all the joys and wonder that are around you through this process. And through keeping your heart open through this process, you're going to not only, have a more positive birthing experience, if you will. You'll find so many little tidbits of joy along the way that's really going to help fuel and really enhance all the joy and excitement that you'll get to feel and experience once this birthing and initiation process is over. It's really going to give you that fuel for the fire, that once you come through this birthing process successfully, that you're going to just have so much more joy and abundance there to really blossom into this new wonderful chapter of life that you're entering into. So, it may seem a little daunting going from the bud, blooming into this new beautiful, wonderful flower, but just knowing all the potential and promise and magic that awaits you, through your dreams that are, manifesting into your reality. Although the birthing process may be a little daunting, a little painful, but, the initiation itself, and the birth really can be such a wonderful growth experience for you and your soul. So just, saying yes, keeping your heart open, trusting life in the process, expanding through those extremes of any, hardship and challenges, and then, all that strength and joy and happiness that you really bring in for yourself through that tumultuous, rebirthing process as you go from bud to flower, is really going to just enhance all the magic that awaits you on the other side of that. I'll pull one more card for you here, just to see if there's one more card that wants to come out from the Rose Oracle to really sum this up, as you go through the birthing process, what's awaiting for you on the other side. Okay, we have the rose thread here. Inner call, soul-led, the mystic, living courageously. Okay, which is a wonderful card to come out to really sum up all this message. The rose thread card here is really, really signifying that you've been called to follow this initiatory path. And that this initiation and birthing process that you're going through is something that you've really felt called to follow and to delve into. And this is like a great sign of confirmation here for you that you absolutely have been called to follow this path, and that you are, entering into this new world of the mystic, or really strengthening and entering into an even more emboldened and magical chapter of your mystical life here for you. It's really, really, really talking about the invisible path that, mystics feel called to follow. It's like that inner guidance, the thread of the rose that you are following And so to, really live courageously through that, to follow your inner call and to follow where your soul is leading you to, and I feel like it really is a great sign and synchronicity here for you, that you are going through an initiation, you are going through a rebirth, and that once you come out of this crowning stage and really blossom into this new flower, that you really are entering into a whole new magical world of the mystic here. And that you may be feeling called to walk a certain a new way, a new path. Maybe you have an inner calling for yourself here, a sort of maybe dedicating yourself to serving humanity in some way, or embarking on a new creative journey here that's really going to bring about fruition for yourself and others around you. And just be willing to stick to the path and to follow the path courageously, knowing that it is, although you may not be able to see where it's leading you at this time, I guess kind of similar to being birthed through a womb, you may not be able to see what's on the other side of leaving your mother's womb, right? You may not know what awaits you, what is in this brand new world that you're being birthed into, but just knowing that you do have an inner call and you are being led by your soul for a reason, and that you really are on the path of the mystic here. So to keep following that guidance and to use that as your strength, use the thread of the rose as your guidance and your strength, as you keep your heart open, following the thread of the rose as your guidance as you go through what can be a painful or challenging birthing process, an initiation process as you go from bud to bloom, really following the rose thread here to know that you are on a path of a greater calling, and that this mystical, magical world really does await you on the other side of this initiation process, which is really, really exciting and wonderful, and so enriching for your soul. So, I'm sure if this message is for you, then you will know if it's resonating for you or not, because you will have already felt this call within yourself, and you'd feel that call within your soul to follow this path of the mystic, following that invisible rose thread that's tied to greater purpose within yourself that's waiting to bloom. So yeah, very, very exciting message here for you. Don't be too overwhelmed by this initiation and rebirth process. Keeping your heart open, finding the joys in the journey, and knowing that so much mystical magic awaits you on the other side, and that you really can trust that inner calling and inner knowing and where it is guiding you to. So very, very exciting times for you. All right, I'll leave that one there for you for today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful journey. I cannot wait for all the magic and wonderful, wonderful purpose that you're being guided to really come into fruition for your life. That's really being birthed through this process. So very, very, very exciting times for you. All right. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Sending you so much peace, love, light, and blessings as always. Bye.